to start a new bait today. I picked up one yesterday that wasn't producing a couple miles away. So we're going to make this bait really close to the road. I'm going to call it 46 bait. But as you can see, it's knee-deep water. Then it gets a little bit drier and then it gets deeper. I walked through it yesterday. I don't want to walk through that much water. So there's game trails coming out, probably deer trails, but this is a real thick, dense swamp. Actually, on the other side, about 1.5 miles away, that's where I have peninsula bait. So I know I might be pulling bears from either or, but there is on the other side of this road over here, there is another big swamp. So I'm hoping to get them to come across the road. So what my plan is today to show you is how I already cut all the logs. We got a little bit of video of that. I just take down trees
that are already dead.
Yeah, dead trees, sorry, that are already down and dead. And this is an area that's, they got to come out in the thick. It's a little open, but we're hoping that they like it. And obviously they've been liking my bait. So what I'm going to try doing, Tucker could turn the camera around, is we're going to try sitting up in that cluster of stuff right there. Not too high off the ground, so I can still see kind of out. And I got a little bit of a backdrop, because this is all wind damage area. So when it's wind damage, it's kind of a pain to pick a good spot. I'm not a real big fan of having to deal with the north wind. But I could also put it, there's plenty of trees to pick from, but that would be my main goal, is to put it right here out of some game trails coming out to come in the little higher land and then go across to get in another swamp. So that's what we're gonna do. Tucker's gonna film. I'm gonna put these logs together, and if it starts producing, then I'll build a backdrop. Try putting stuff together, but the bear they just seem to wanna eat and tear stuff apart. Best I could find was cedar down. I know they're light logs. But I really started using these guys. North Branch Outdoors, they really smell. Maple bacon's the smelliest I found so far. I get it at, I'm not affiliated with either. I get it at Walleyes and Whitetail. But that's what I do. I've been using that. I'm gonna put some of the Fruit Loops smear. That really smells like Fruit Loops. And then actually what I do when I like starting a bait, I like sprinkling. Get these at Dollar General. When they're 50% off, you pay like $1 for them. Less than $1. And you just sprinkle it around, and when it rains, it really smells. Once it mixes in. So I take that, put that in there. So that's what I do. And then obviously I take grease, fryer oil grease. I put some of the Gold Rush in it, especially starting a new bait, so it gets a lot of smells. I mean, this thing's gonna smell like a candy store, like a donut shop. I mean, you got to make it smell good. Because the bear, actually, I learned from another influencer on here on YouTube and everything. I learned bear has a sense that at the roof of their mouth, that's how they can smell so good. So, but they use it, and then when you hear them like snorting, they're actually pulling in smells from their nose, and they got like a smell sensor in the roof of their mouth that when they inhale, they can actually tell smells too. That's why they can smell so good, and that's why they're so leery when they come into a bait. They could sit back here for 45 minutes. I had one time where I sat and I watched. I was gonna shoot it. I was gonna take an opportunity at it if it came in, and I sat and watched that thing for an hour and a half, and it sat 45, 50 yards behind the bait in a thick area, and it just had its nose up. It really wasn't even downwind of me. It was downwind of the bait, and I was sitting, it was kind of a crosswind, but he must, because every now and then he must have caught my scent and he'd put his nose up. So I started taking, at that point, before all these scents came out, I take the liquid smoke and I have a bottle of this in my stand, and every time I would just spray it real softly, and so hopefully I could trick them, because it worked a couple times where I'd see a bear out and I'd spray this and then they'd come in. But this one, he was a big one, and he got smart and he turned around and walked away. Never circled that I could see, and never seen him again. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what I'm doing here. 46 bait. This is the fryer oil with wish you guys could smell this stuff. This stuff really smells good. Yeah, it smells like butterscotch. I mean, and I just dump it on. I use a whole bucket to start out a bait. Get all that stuff smelling good. And then this bucket I'll throw probably in a cluster of spots after, or right now I'll do it. So I'll just toss them up in a tree and then get it out there so it smells. And then when they start walking through, they start getting it on their feet, start attracting everybody, or every different kind of bear out there. Yeah, I put 10 gallons. That's probably only 9 gallons. Then I use the bacon smear. Then this is my last bucket of this stuff. I don't know. They seem to like it right away. It's on top whip topping. It's getting a little nasty. So we're just gonna splat that on there. Just bang it against the tree. Get a little smell here and there. And then I just take the logs. Just boom. Cedar logs are the best because they're nice and straight. They're nice and straight. And they cover up everything. So yeah, so that's what I do. And then I'll take some of this maple bacon, North Branch Outdoors. Just make her smell nice and stinky. Or smell good, I shouldn't say stinky. Which I should have put up the camera before I started touching all this crap. Maybe I'll have Tucker do the camera. We do some of that. Maple bacon, I swear, that stuff is like the bomb. All I do, when it rains, it gets wet, it starts to smell. I think this is the most stuff I put on a bait. Not most, but most scents-wise, so hopefully it doesn't confuse them. And then the Fruit Loops. The Fruit Loops here. I'm just gonna bacon smear or Fruit Loop smell. This stuff, first time I ever used smear, and it reminds me of my old days when I used to eat Fruit Loops for breakfast in the morning. I mean, I don't know how they do it. I'd really like to wish I was smart enough one day to figure this stuff out, which I can. It's called looking into things. And then I take the trusty rusty liquid smoke. This stuff is the cheapest smell you could have, but it pretty much washes away when it rains, I think. And this is a good day. The wind's coming out of the north. And you just get it smelling good up in that trees. Getting them bear want to come out and see what On Edge Outdoors has to offer. It's supposed to be really hot this week. I don't know how well that's gonna go with starting a new bait, but we'll find out. I'll find out next weekend, eh? We're here at 46 bait. Bugs are a little bad. We're gonna walk in and see if it's hit. Boy and I started it about last week Sunday, so it's Friday, so it's been 5-6 days, and we're gonna check it out. Hopefully it's hit. You guys will be walking in with us. We already walked about halfway in to get through all the thick stuff, but yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna bait it up, and we're gonna go home, grab some wood tick. Those things are crazy this year. I found 20 of them on me yesterday. So I think we're gonna go home, eat something, reload back up. We'll start another bait up by Dirty Mary. Dirty Mary's not doing too good. A guy moved in and I think he sprayed my stuff, which is what it is. It's national forest, county land. So yeah, why don't you follow us in and we'll check her out. This is all blowdowns and everything, so it's really close to a main road. But yeah, it's all cleaned up. It is all cleaned up. Every last speck. Look at this. We used North Branch Outdoors scents in here last week. And hey, they didn't mess up the camera. So hopefully we'll show you some pictures. You got, look at this. Here, let me set this down. This thing gets heavy after a while. Holy buckets. Yeah, he's got this everywhere. There's over here, pile of bear scat. So he started making trails. They must be in here a lot. Got some oats in it, which I did oats last week. We'll go around here. And, oh yeah. Got this all matted down. See if there's any bar tracks in there. I don't see where they're walking through this, but they might have a easier way to walk through. They could easily be laying in this stuff.
Yeah, they could.
Just on the other side. Because if you, here once, if you look right through there, it gets a little bit higher. I actually wish I could get in there a little bit, but there's no way around this water, and I don't want to get wet. So yeah, we're going to bait this up. Do it again. New baits are always exciting. They're always real exciting. So, but they ate it up and crapped it out already. So, I'm going to do this a little different. That right there. Put this guy right here. My slop in there. My stuff. Birthday cake. Maple bacon. Gonna get me some more Fruit Loops. All I got is jelly donut stuff, smear left. Trusty rusty liquid smoke that everybody uses. So I got some oranges in here, blueberries, tomatoes. Dang. I'm gonna get a little bit of healthy diet. Yeah. So, oh yeah. And then the cookies. Oh yeah. 10 gallons of stuff. I know there's bear around here. So, but now the fact is to see if we can get them coming daylight. I don't know if they have yet. I got to check the camera. But they're coming in daylight. And I can keep them coming for the next 9.5 weeks. And there's some nice ones, hopefully. I don't know that for sure. But yeah, we are going to rock this. I like this bait. I wish I could get more of them in areas like this. Wish there was more areas like this that people then have baits. Because seems like everyone has a bait around here. Or around. Sea's just a hard place to hunt. You want to stay away from cornfields because when the corn comes in, gets all milky, it pulls the bear away, and that always seems to be right around kill season. So you try to stay as far away from cornfields as you can. It's really easy to get a tag. You don't have to wait long. That's why I switched to C instead of B. So this is my first full year of doing C. Kid had it, donated tag. A couple of years ago, we tried a few spots, and I had bear, but nothing like I got now. Huh. Was that like that last week?
I think so.
Yeah? Okay. Oh, this is some good stuff, too. I don't care who you are. You guys got to put toppings on things. A lot of guys just use scents. A little bit of food and some scents. Keep them around, smelling. Bear like to eat. They need 25,000. 25,000? Yeah, 25,000 calories a day to live. So, you look at this. I don't know if this one has the calories on it. Probably not, because it's the one we used. The boy said to me, he goes, "Oh, that ain't bad. There's, what'd you say? 100 and some calories or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
150 calories or something." And I said, "That's per serving," and a serving was a tablespoon. There was 14,000 calories in that bucket. Huh. That one big bear, we call him One-Eyed Willie. He was on Dirty Mary. He left. He hasn't been back. I gotta find him again. He was a big guy. Kind of upset that he showed up 5 hours after I baited it the first time. And he was there every day, all day, just mowing in the stuff. He would eat that whole thing in one sitting. 14,000 calories. But you win some, you lose some. This year, hopefully my father can be up there looking down on us and helping us grow our page, our channel. It's been a kind of a rough year lately. He's been gone a little over a year, and every time I do something in the woods, I love doing it with the kid. My wife, I wish she was along for the ride. So yeah, so what we're gonna do, get it all nice and nice. Smelling good. I got some frosting on my foot. Oh, I forgot to change the chip.
Oh,
Smarty. Put a little of that love juice on there. Smell good. Then Then, what's this? Oh, maple bacon on there. Oop. Get that shit smelling good. Ooh, wind's blowing in the swamp. I think the wind's out. Feels cooler today. Still humid. Blowing out of the northeast. So, blowing her scent right in the swamp. Put a little maple bacon on this side. Oh, almost got the boy again. He said his arm smelled good. I just do that just in case the bear runs after him, they go after him first. I'm just kidding, Tucker. A little bit of birthday cake on this side. All the way up there. I really can't wait till season. I'm really hoping it's a good season. So yeah, we're gonna finish up this, run home. Maybe I'll have them video record me loading up a bucket. We'll get ready, we'll eat something, and we'll go ahead to Dirty Mary 2.0. We'll try that out. So, you guys have a good day. We'll talk at you later. You guys take it easy. Keep on liking, subscribing, following. You guys have a blessed day. We'll talk at you later.